Hello everybody, my name is Frigid Hyperion and welcome back to the Wilds of Wildemount. This will be session 11 now. And as always, I am Moonzik, Quinn is Animo, Rocky is Edward, Kale is now Brine, and Emily is our lovely Dungeon Master, and giving us our recap today is playing Wind Chime, Miss Lily. Take it away for us.
Okay. Did Brian show up last time?
Yes. I did.
Okay, you had such a big character. It felt like you've been here a really long time.
Aww.
Almost like he's been here from session 1.
Wow.
Wow. So Brian stowed away on our ship, and we kept her because we were already half an hour out. Fixed some mail for her, and then we went to an island on a mission for government people.
That's so
Keep
true.
going.
So
Keep
true.
going.
That's what
You
happened.
haven't said anything inaccurate yet.
Okay.
Nothing inaccurate.
Yep, got me there.
So
when
accurate.
When we came to the coast, we saw some things going down on the beach. There were the bird people. They were flying in the air, and we thought there was a woman crying over a dead body. But when we got closer, we discovered it was just another bird person eating him. And then we put up a good fight. We stabbed a few of them, got them sort of dead. A few ran off. Couldn't save the dead man. But we brought his body back to town, where we went to the bar and made some friends. Asked some questions. And then we went to a cheese shop. And we ate so much cheese.
Bird person. I wasn't aware this was Rick and Morty.
That's right.
I want to hear more
Remember,
about the
we
cheese
also
shop.
killed the bird person matron.
The matriarch.
We killed the matriarch.
The matriarch of bird people. Also cheese.
Bird mom?
Bird mom?
Bird mom?
Okay.
Bird mom?
Thank you so much for that recap. Anybody else have anything they would like to add to that?
No, I was perfect.
No, that was perfect.
Perfect.
No, that was
Okay.
Oh,
perfect.
that was amazing.
I see no flaws.
So, after talking to Bellis Bellwether, the shop owner and artisan for Bellwether's artisanal cheeses and wines, you all managed somehow to get out of the conversation and exit at some point. We're talking like 4 or 5 hours of conversation happened at Bellwether's. You all have a decision. Did you guys want to take your long rest on the ship or go to the Fog and Frog Tavern again and rent a room there?
Brian votes for the ship after she does a bunch of shopping.
I did imagine that I'd still be on the ship too. I don't see a reason not to be.
To the ship to drop off.
It's more of, it's, you know, if you've got your home, why would you go anywhere else?
That's pretty much
Okay.
Music's way of thinking as well.
So you all go back onto the Rave Chaser and make sure you all take your long rest. I wanted to drag you all here real quick. It is the next morning. You all wake up just outside the city of Broken Bank, on the island of Broken Bank, which is really creative, right? Previously, we had discussed about bringing a body of a certain Filbert, the man missing an ear, who seems to have been a hermit on Firewatch Island. Bringing him back there and letting everybody know of his passing. Is there anything else you guys would like to do? / where are you guys going next?
I mean, should we explore the town a little bit more? Or do you want to do something else for a change today?
Well, the only thing I have against going elsewhere is the fact that we still don't have any whereabouts on who we're trying to find. Mr. Morley Tove. We've not seen anybody around here, or it's been reported that they haven't been around here, so someone must have seen someone of his characteristics.
I mean, we can always start by getting around, looking around. I'm not sure we might find him, but I don't think that could hurt. Again, I could have my bird scout out for any dwarves that we see around in these parts.
That's always possible. We could always go and... I suppose the troops wouldn't have any idea, otherwise they wouldn't be having a bounty out for him. We could go ask around the market, maybe, or other places around town that attract people for necessities.
I mean,
Been
if
to a
I
bunch of
recall
shops
correctly,
recently. I got a bunch of survival stuff, rations. I should have asked about that when I was there. Perhaps I can go back and ask.
I mean, that's probably for the best.
This conversation is taking place the next morning, I take it?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're all on the ship.
Yeah. That wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't think we're going to gain any more information from the Fog and Frog Tavern. Just cause either that or perhaps the person that was running the tavern seems to be hiding something, maybe.
I mean, I do think that that Skeldrift Plank fellow is quite suspicious. I mean, the letter did detail that he did escape Port de Morley, had dirty blonde hair, mutton chops, and a tan, exactly just as Planks. There could still be a possibility
we've
that
been
he
over
did
this.
steal.
Does not exist in your world?
Probably. I'm not really sure at this
Except
point.
the fact that he is of a different race, which we've discussed already.
Do coincidences of similar appearance not exist in your world?
Still kind of suspicious to me, but fair enough.
Maybe
Making
he's
stuff.
speaking at the inn.
I mean,
We should probably ask him.
if you really want to go up to him and point out those similarities to him, and then get you out for it, that's all up to you, my friend. I'm not going to do that.
Fair enough, fair enough.
So, here's your options. Either you guys can go about Broken Bank looking for more information about the possible whereabouts of Morley. Go about Broken Bank and find out how to, or what's the best way to get to Firewatch Island and complete that task. Or you guys can fuck around and do whatever the fuck you want to do. Okay? So you guys have a couple of options. You can either be creative with what you want to do, or explore the city for either one, the whereabouts of Morley, or two, the location of Firewatch Island.
I'd like to search for Firewatch Island.
I mean, I think it'd be most respectful to this dearly departed to at least return its body.
We could do that. We could ask for information on both Morley and Firewatch Island.
I do not see why we do not
probably ask
look.
them around.
Also, isn't Firewatch Island a decent place to go if you're running from the Clovis Concord? It's not too far, but it wasn't under the direct control of the troops.
That could be.
I mean, you've got a point there.
It was still reported that he was last sighted here, but of course that doesn't mean he is
I mean,
still
of course
here.
he can move.
Right.
I'm sure he's got a good pair of legs that can probably walk.
At
Although
least
that would
until
be
you
a
guys are done with him.
crazy.
Well,
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding.
the DM. The
God,
DM
that was
is,
crazy.
The DM is suggesting that we break his fucking kneecaps.
I may or may not have also gone out and bought these, and she's gonna hold out a pair of handcuffs. They're
Oh my
alarmingly cheap.
Well, I mean, we have rope, but I suppose this will do as well.
That's so professional.
Honestly, I don't know why they sold it to me. It was incredibly cheap for what they are.
You did get it at Fringle's Pawn and Store. And I did want to specify that these particular handcuffs are fur-lined.
Moonsick would like to roll an insight
They
check.
do have a key. They work just like regular handcuffs, but they are fur-lined.
Moonsick would like to roll an insight check.
Yeah, roll
Alright.
it, roll it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a 10
12.
for a 12.
Alright.
What are you
information
rolling
is-
insight on? On the handcuffs themselves or on Brian?
On the handcuffs, because those aren't normal handcuffs.
Yes. So with that, it's not hard to tell. Those are absolutely already used handcuffs.
Oh no!
That as if going based off of what Brian was saying, was gotten at a pawn shop, and
Ooh. Ooh.
but they you can definitely tell they have been used before, and
Yikes!
Like
That-
this morning?
but they would work just fine
Like
for
this
any.
morning.
Not quite this morning. At least, well, that's up. I suppose that's up to Brian. But
Did not test them out. I do not know what you are all implying with your naughty thoughts.
I'm not really thinking anything of those handcuffs. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
But yeah,
That's-
that's the
I don't
information.
see-
I'm
you
not
get.
thinking anything of those handcuffs.
I'm glad that we
I'm
have
not
a
thinking
pair of
about
hand-
those handcuffs.
I'm glad that we have a pair of handcuffs, but they make me
I
a
like
little uncomfortable.
Actually, they look really comfortable. Like the fur lining it is going to be so
Oh
much
my
comfortable
God.
for people's wrists when we arrest them.
I agree.
Only thinking about the comfort of our captives, huh?
Well, I mean, we don't want to like be harsh to them. Remember when we like had those captives like last week in the boat and we didn't even
Like last week.
It was a week ago.
It
Oh my
was, and I
God.
fucking love it.
It's just a really funny statement. Remember when we had those, like last week? Remember that?
Alright. Brian goes, you had captives?
Oh, we
What
did.
was that about?
It wasn't really our fault.
So, let
wasn't
me
our
get
fault,
this
though.
straight. So, they are your fault, and you forgot to bring this up to me when you were telling me everything that occurred. Alright. Did you also
really think
forget
about it.
about these particular captives when you had them?
We let them out
I mean, we didn't forget about
You
them
did.
after we found out that they existed.
You didn't know
right away. It was a pirate ship, but now it's not.
This is great. I love all of this.
Anyway,
This is perfect.
oh shoot, I forgot to switch this over. The main thing that we're trying to do now is go and look for, or search for information on Firewatch Island, I think is what we're deciding on.
I mean, I like to go to Firewatch Island too.
Alright.
At least bring them news of poor Filbert over there.
And perhaps we can find...
Let's search for the information. What is the harm?
Alright. Let's go to it. And with that, we're going to go into town and ask around about Firewatch Island.
Where are you asking?
Do you want to go to the Leaping Loin Inn? I guess that place probably has people that are willing to, talk, I suppose. I'm not really good at gathering around social
I would say
circles.
either the Leaping Line Inn, Fog and Frog Tavern, Fresh Catch Market. I don't think... Bless you.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
Or perhaps... I'm not even sure. We could always ask the Portmaster.
The location of a very close island would not be that hard to get almost anywhere. But in terms of what I was able to get, I'm sure if he was fleeing the law, one of the places our culprit might have gone to is the pawn and store. Especially if he's skipping out all alone, if he doesn't have the money, he might be short up for funds.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Yeah, I think that might be a good place to start.
And Brian is going to head down to the pawn store where she got the fuzzy cuffs.
Okay. I assume you all are following.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You make your way into the Fringles pawn and shop. You see, mostly here is a variety of to place your tokens. Mostly, okay. You can place your tokens. You see, you enter the shop. There is a mustiness in the air.
Oh.
It's not bad, right? It just smells like things in here are a little bit older. You do catch on the air as well the smell of freshly cut wood as well. As you make your way in, I forgot to place his token. Let me pull it up.
He
here.
materializes out of nowhere.
Yes, absolutely. Just
He
like
misty steps into the room
um,
from a previous location
Tom
unknown.
Bender's other cousin.
Why did Tom Bender keep getting cousins? Also, who is Tom Bender?
okay, you make your way in, and a familiar-looking man to you, Brian, comes up, and he goes, "What can I do y'all for today? Anything you're gonna want to buy, pawn, sell, trade?"
Hello again.
Hello.
I just wanted to say thank you for the really cool cuffs. I've never seen them with fur before. Do you know why they have fur?
Roll an insight check.
Insight or persuasion?
Nope, that's an
Insight.
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 Oh my
Nat
god.
20. Okay, well, nat 20.
You see him, like, he does not answer you directly, but you do see a bright red flush on his face as he kind of starts to stammer a little bit over his words.
Oh, I see. I understand now. Thank you.
And I would say, with that, you know exactly what they could have been used for. Almost his reaction, combined with your knowledge of the handcuffs, you're perfectly able to the proper conclusion. Or improper conclusion. So, sorry.
Anyway,
uh,
we were just we were wondering if you had seen somebody.
I've seen a lot of people.
Is there a picture of him included in our letter, or a
Just
solid enough description that I could make an approximation with Mask of Many Faces?
I don't think you would be able to. You could try. You do have a description in the missive that you got. You know that he had dirty blonde hair, mutton chops, tan-lined face.
I'm going
And his name is
to read the description to him, and then I'm going to use Mask of Many Faces to kind of like cycle through a bunch of in-head renditions to show off my ideas for it.
Of course. He says, well, doesn't look quite like you have... Oh, that's a little... you see, he's like, as you're like changing, you know, your renditions, he's kind of picking together the pieces. He says, well, I mean, a few weeks ago there was a gentleman who stopped by here. He was just trying to pawn off some candlesticks. I actually still have them over here. He goes over and shows you guys just like two cheap little candlesticks made out of a mixture of silver and pewter. But yeah, no, he didn't really have that much. He really tried to swindle me, that one. Wouldn't forget a face like that.
Did he mention maybe where he was going?
He did ask. He poked around and asked a few questions about where. Well, it wasn't so much what he asked, but how he asked. I kind of got the vibes that he was looking for a place not to be found, if you know what I mean. I get those more unsavory types in here pretty frequently.
Understandable. Do you happen to know where he headed to?
Well, discussions were had about, maybe heading off of the island. Besides that, I don't really have anything for you. He was kind of dodgy, that one.
I'd expect so. Most people are when they know people are after them.
You guys are after that one? Some sort of bounty on him?
You could say that.
If I would have known that, I would have kept him here myself. Too late now.
These fuzzy cuffs, given what they were used for, do you think they'll hold for keeping him prisoner?
Oh, yeah, I would say they probably work pretty well. I mean, you have the key, and yeah, definitely probably would work
Still bright
to
red.
keep
Right.
somebody restrained for sure.
Still
Anyway.
bright red.
Yes, he is.
So,
He's so red, the rest of you notice.
so, hypothetically speaking, then, what are some islands that are around here at Broken Bank that you could go to be underneath the Globus Concord's detection?
Well, like I was talking to him about, I mean, the closest island around the area is Firewatch.
Okay.
Though, if if somebody was so inclined, they might want to make their way to some of the other islands here around the area. There's like, a variety off of the Gravid archipelago. How the fuck?
Archipelago?
Arpeggio.
No, not
Arpeggio.
arpeggio. Not arpeggio. Arpeggio is music.
Archipelago.
Archipelago. There's Vide Cay, Besaft Isle. Those variety. You could even go to. I wouldn't recommend it, but you could even go to Wally. But the nearest one would probably be Firewatch.
Yeah, I see. Well, I suppose we could probably start with the nearest island and make our way outward.
I think so too.
I wonder if we could find... Do you know of anyone around Broken Bank that might have a map of Broken Bank Island itself, along with its surrounding islands?
Oh, I've definitely got a map of the island. Nothing around with all of the other islands. Excuse me. I've got a map of the island itself if you're looking to buy it. Let me see. It's either the map of the island or the map of the Menagerie Coast, I'm afraid.
I think we
If you're looking to get your way to Firewatch Island, though, I'd probably talk to Ulder Razor Hill. He makes a trek there every morning.
Where can we find him at
Interesting.
this time? Is he already gone?
Oh, what time is it? It's 9:30. Well, yeah, he's probably making his way back from the island by now.
Ah, he goes that early.
Yeah, early in the morning, every morning.
I suppose.
Good work ethic on that one.
I suppose so. I suppose if he's just coming back from there, we could probably catch him at the docks then, and ask him about how to get there.
Absolutely. I know he does linger around the Frog and Fog Tavern occasionally too. But yeah, he has a little ferry. He goes back and forth. Occasionally we get hermits coming here or leading their way back. As far as I know, he drops off supplies.
Alright. I suppose this, and then how much does that the map of Broken Bank run?
I'd sell it to you for 10 gold.
10 gold seems...
I'm going to lean over and say, "Can you make it a little cheaper for a return customer?" And I'm gonna
Well,
bat
is
my
that true?
eyelids at him.
Roll me a
Winks and holds up
persuasion check.
handcuffs.
Roll a
Is
persuasion check.
this still in, like, the shifting dwarven forms?
No. Persuasion, check.
God damn.
Yeah, I suppose you caught me there. Yeah, only about 5 gold. Just for you, little lady.
Oh, thank you so much. She's gonna wink back and hand him 5 gold. And she's gonna make a show of putting the handcuffs back into her backpack.
You now have in your access this map free, like not free of charge, but like at any point in time you want to reference the map, this is the map that you get.
Perfect. It's always good to have a map like that on reference.
Mm-hmm.
Well, does anybody else have need of anything here before we head to the dock?
I think so. I mean, unless you want to browse their wares. I just do like a quick scan to see if there's like any notable items that are like particularly useful.
Yeah.
Glancing about, go ahead and make a perception check.
Moonsick's also
Or
going to roll for...
Investigation.
Never mind.
Either or.
Well, 21.
Okay.
Never mind.
So, there's nothing magical here. This just appears to be mostly just like your average goods. You get some ball bearings, journals, ropes, tools, a variety of general.
Well, does he have like
goods.
empty jars?
He does have
Empty jars and like, you know. I'm gonna look at them. Do you think I can probably snatch a couple of those jars, like a couple of silver pieces, something along the lines of that?
Of course. You can 1 gold for 5.
All right. I'm gonna hand them 2 gold and add 10 jars.
And these are your classic mason jars. You could even use them for pickling if you wanted.
What are you
I
going
was
to use
gonna-
the jars for, Edward?
I mean, for me, I was thinking of probably filling them with random stuff and catapulting at people or
Oh.
things.
Sounds
You know, like
interesting.
literally ground up pepper. You know, completely ruin somebody's eyes.
Pepper spray.
Oh,
if
like,
you
you know,
will.
Sounds horrifying.
Or a pepper cloud.
Probably flour. You know, and then combust it, light it.
What you do with those jars is your business.
Don't worry,
Anything
I'm
else
a
I
law
can get for
enforcer,
you?
so this is legal.
Oh, you're a law enforcer. that case,
Insight check. Does he look to be shifty?
Go ahead.
Brian, you're getting too into it. Abort. Pull it back.
He could be. You don't really know for sure though. He could be shifty. Like it could be that he is like putting a face on, pretending like he's not uncomfortable, but he could be uncomfortable. He's hiding it well. We know that he's hiding it.
He's hiding something well, I guess. Would
I mean,
be.
these are just jars. I don't really.
Maybe
see-
you think that he is faking being like totally comfortable and cool as a cucumber, but he could be hiding something. You know, people who are really good at hiding their
Mhm,
emotions.
Brian is gonna give him the biggest smile, like almost to the point of unnervingly big.
Okay, roll intimidation.
I'm not trying to. I'm
Intimidate.
not trying to intimidate him at all.
Okay,
I
Well,
don't
you said
want to
unnervingly.
intimidate him.
That's an intimidation.
Roll it anyway.
Oh, no, you're okay. You don't have to roll it.
I mean, maybe some ball bearings, or I mean, do you got any lamp oil that I could possibly fill these jars with? You know, even better if you could just, you know, sell me a jar of lamp oil. Would be nice.
I could.
I have a flask of lamp oil.
I could
A couple if you need.
I could probably buy a couple of those flasks for you, Edward, to help with costs.
Thank you. I mean, that would be greatly appreciated. Probably a couple sacks of ball bearings too. Never know that when those will come in handy.
No problem.
Okay. So, I'm so sorry.
You okay?
I'm choking on rice.
Oh my god.
Rice, the true most dangerous enemy of the campaign.
Yep.
If we have no DM, we cannot win.
So, for every flask of oil, these are pretty small. It costs a silver piece.
And how many of these would fill up a jar?
It would probably take you, for a jar, 10.
So that'd be 10
So,
silver pieces, so
I
one
mean,
gold piece.
like, otherwise
gold.
these are just regular flasks, right?
Just small little flasks, yeah.
Yeah, a flask of oil.
Mhm.
I mean, I just find like
are you looking for just a little bit of extra fire damage, or are you looking for a giant fire?
I mean, I'm thinking more just covering the floor in oil might be beneficial to us.
So probably a jar would
Take
be
a lot of oil.
So probably pay like what, 2 gold for like 20 flasks.
2 gold. Well, yeah, 2 gold. I'm gonna say you can fill up. Actually, I'm gonna say you can fill up 3 of those jars.
All right.
Yeah,
Or
3.
we can
Yeah.
have 20 flasks of oil. I'll take that.
Well, he has them in bulk. Like
Yeah.
at some point in time, he can't just
I mean,
like
okay, we can
individually.
probably buy more.
All right. So I'll pay 2 gold for that, and then how many ball bearings are we getting again? 2
I mean,
sacks.
how many you feel comfortable at your disposal?
You said like 2 sacks of them, right?
Sure. I mean, mostly these are more or less around the similar effect, similar utility of covering them in oil, I would say. But I guess 1 sack of ball bearings never hurts to carry around.
There's gonna be 1 gold for a sack of ball bearings for 1,000 ball bearing.
For 1,000.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah, that
The
I-
tiny little metal balls.
Yep. Yeah, we can probably. That's not a problem at all. So 3 gold, and then you can put Edward. You can put those items in your inventory then.
How many flasks of oil? 30?
20.
No, yeah, so you basically can fill 3 of those jars with oil. Just fill 3 of those jars with oil.
Okay, cool.
And then we have 1,000 ball bearings.
Pleasure doing business with you all.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you for looking at for allowing us to look at your wares.
Anytime, anytime. You find anything out there, bring it back here. I'll try to get you a good price for it.
Absolutely.
I mean, we got a couple of harpies sitting on a boat. Happy clean among one of them.
I thought you threw those
You
overboard.
threw them overboard. You threw them
We threw
overboard.
them overboard.
Oh, never mind.
You know where to find me.
Alright.
Yes, we do. And she's going to wink at him.
He's gonna blush
Winks
again.
and flashes handcuffs.
Makes a show of ruffling through her bag.
Okay. Perfect. Alright. Where are you guys heading now?
I think back to the dock to go talk to that one gentleman that's coming back from Firewatch Island.
Of course. I'm gonna say he tells you what Uskern looks like. Excuse me, not Uskern. Older. Razorhill. Mr. Razorhill. You know he is a half orc. And he has a little boat, not ship, little rowboat that he takes back and forth. You guys wait by the docks. Half an hour passes. Somebody who's looking about, roll a perception check.
Brian is not looking
Oh,
out.
God damn
She
it.
is looking into the sky,
God damn
pondering.
it.
You see, on the other side, Moonsick doesn't see shit, but you see on the other side, on the left of the docks, a little rowboat making its way to shore. one that very well could fit the description of Mr. Razorhill.
What?
Alright, I'm gonna. Can I summon my familiar pocket dimension and then, like, send the bird to sort of, like, land on the boat?
Sure.
I'm
He
gonna write,
lands on-
I'm gonna whip out my pen quickly, write a note. Are you giving rides to Firewatch Island? Question mark. I'm gonna, like, wrap it up, tuck it neatly, like, on my bird, and then send it to the boat. Deliver the message.
Okay, so you're not super far away from him, especially as he pulls all the way in. You see him, Doc, you see him look at the bird for an extended period of time, confused. As Cole, reaches out his little clawed foot, and hesitantly, this half-orc gentleman reaches forward and grabs the note, reads it, looks around, very confused.
I'm gonna have the bird fly back to me, and then, I'm assuming he's, like, looking at the bird the entire time. I'm gonna wave at him.
God damn it!
He hesitantly puts two fingers and his thumb up and kind of gives you a little hello, like a little slight twist of the wrist. And he continues to take his boat and tie it.
Are you giving rides to Firewatch Island?
That was you. I do give rides. I make the trek there every morning.
How much money are you accepting for this study?
Each passenger is a silver piece.
What about
One
the
way. One way.
Filbert? I'm gonna turn to Moonsick. What about Filbert?
Well,
Filbert.
do you know Filbert?
Of course I know Filbert.
Well,
What
He lives on Firewatch.
well. At least he did, unfortunately. We found him being eaten by some harpies, and we were able to recover his body, but he is departed, unfortunately.
Harpies. God damn.
We were going to take him back to Firewatch Island, and deliver news there to whoever needs to know of his passing, and whoever needs to receive him.
Yeah, definitely. What was he? Where'd you find him?
Over on the eastern side of the island, just north of the forest over there, on the beachhead.
Huh. I know every soul who passes between Firewatch Island and Broken Bank. I never brought him back to Broken Bank.
Really?
Last I knew, he was still on Firewatch.
I mean, judging from what we saw of his body after we recovered it, it seemed more like he died from exhaustion out in the ocean from swimming. More or less.
Kind of.
And then his body was retrieved by the harpies as they were dining on him.
What kind of fool would try to swim 3 miles?
I'm
An
not
open
quite
ocean?
Oh,
That's...
I'm gonna roll. No, never mind. Or perhaps he was thrown overboard at sea and was forced to swim to survive, and didn't quite make it. So that's always possible. And I could see that.
I'll tell you.
And that's possible that the high tide could have washed his body ashore.
I'll tell you what. No deep-bodied ship would ever be able to make its way to Firewatch. There's shallows all around the area. he would have had to swim to a ship, get hit by something, make him go overboard, swim to shore. That just doesn't seem quite right.
Something seems odd about this entirely, but from where we found him and from what we believe to be his cause of death, just something isn't adding up.
Say so.
You-
You see, he kind of started stretching. Oh.
Is it possible, how far away from shore would we have to be for us to dock a ship? Like, say we wanted to dock a ship before it gets too shallow, and then send a rowboat out to land on the beach. How much of, how long, what, oh my god, I don't know how to phrase this question. How much of a
How far
journey?
do the shallows go?
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Brian.
Well, probably about a quarter of a mile or so, all the way around the... Depending on what direction you're coming from.
Directly from Broken Bank to Firewatch Island?
That's a little bit more shallow than the rest, I'll tell you that. Pretty basically, from here to there, there's a stretch of at least a mile that has tiny little outcroppings of rocks and things. I wouldn't put a ship through there for much of anything at all.
Then, which part of the island do you usually go for, land on?
Oh, they have a little dock off the edge of the island, with my little, he doesn't say little, with my my rowboat here, has no problems making it through the shallows.
I see.
I basically go straight here to there.
How much of a journey is that?
3 miles.
So, it sounds like it'd probably be better to go there by rowboat instead of taking a big ship out there and making a big complicated matter of things.
I'd say so. That's what I'm here for. You said you needed to make your way there?
Yes, do you charge anything for, transporting bodies?
For Filbert? No, I wouldn't charge.
I mean, do you want me to haul him over here?
If you're able to, then go for it, and then we can depart as soon as Mr. Razorhill is ready.
Well, it is a bit of a journey. Let me go grab a drink. You guys can get your affairs in order, and I'll meet you back here in, say, half an hour.
Half an hour sounds good.
Sounds reasonable to me.
Wonderful. And he is going to make his way to the Frog... You see, he walks his way to the Fog and Frog Tavern.
Alright, I guess, Edward is going to go over to the Clear Coin Pond, scoop up a couple mason jars of water. Pond water. Not sure why.
Okay. Sure.
It never hurts to carry
Brian?
more water. And then after that... Actually, what's Clear Coin Pond like?
It's a little pond. You see some fishies in there. It's mostly covered in moss. It's kind of like a little idyllic place. Not too terribly large. There's a variety, as you can see on the map, a variety of trees making their way. There's a noticeable there's significantly more insects in the area, like flies and mosquitoes, and there you can find near port or basically anywhere else, because still water. But yeah, it's a nice little pond. You see a gentleman fishing over on the far side of the pond. You see, he catches one and he tosses it back in.
Alright, I'm gonna wave to him.
Nods his hat towards you. Casts his
Yeah.
line.
And nobody will understand why that was funny to us.
I'm gonna nod back. Ask him. You having a good day there?
Yep. Just fishing.
Alright.
You?
Yup.
Good.
I'm just collecting some water here.
I'm just fishing.
Alright, have a nice day.
You too.
Oh my god, it's so awkward and I love it.
It is. Edward's gonna head back with his mason jars of water, pond water. He's gonna start ritual casting Tensor's floating disc. Just
Okay.
to transport Kilbert's body out.
Alrighty. You do that. Anybody else want to do anything with your half hour? Like go antagonize a poor man by the pond? Or any other NPCs that I don't have anything planned out for?
I would love to head to the tavern and see if I can't get basically Brian is looking for some really high alcohol content alcohol to put in her flask.
Ooh.
It doesn't really matter for taste, just anything that could be used basically for cleaning purposes.
Anything that's borderline hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
Alright. So you're gonna grab, fill your flask up with Neverclear.
Question, can Edward distill this alcohol with his alchemist kit? I'm sure they have like a distilling thing in an alchemist set. Do they?
Honestly, I don't have the answer for you, but sure.
Okay, that's good to know.
To actually make usable, like, drinkable booze, you would need the tool set for that.
I mean, that's the brewer's kit. I'm not worried about making it drinkable. I'm worried about just having a 100% alcohol content, distilled alcohol.
Well, not quite, but
Yeah,
because 100% alcohol is a gas.
that's true.
Okay. So, yeah, you do that. Cost you a gold.
Thank you very, very much. And now Brian is poor.
Aren't we all?
Okay, half an hour passes. You get your floating body of Filbert to his little rowboat. He meets you back there. You guys start setting off.
Yep.
Yeah.
Amazing. Let me. So as you guys make your way to the island, it takes you about an hour journey to get to the Firewatch Island. Off in the distance, you guys can hear the faint sound of a large bell being, but the sound fades quickly and is not heard again. The sun makes the waves sparkle as Firewatch Island comes fully into view. You notice 3 barren hills are its most notable landmarks, rising above a narrow rocky beaches and a small wiry shrubs on an otherwise basically sparse landscape. In between those 2 high points on either side is a little small fortress, and with a beacon tower that can be seen. The building is made of stone, and it looks to have at least 2 floors, and a bell tower that rises up an additional 2 stories on the rest of the building. And there's a low stone wall that surrounds a part of the complex.
And you said the journey was a silver for each person?
Yes.
I'm going to pay everyone's fare in that.
Oh, dang.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Six.
didn't with you.
6 silver.
Don't you mean 5?
Yes,
One for
5,
silver.
sorry. No, not for silver. Silver is no cost. 5 silver. I apologize.
Brian is going to walk up to the captain, and she's going to ask, "So, why is it called Firewatch Island anyway?"
So you're asking, yeah, so, sorry. I'm confused. He says, well, it's been called Firewatch Island for, and have been probably at least 10 years or so.
So it wasn't
Used to be.
always called that.
Well, before 10 years ago, before they named it, it was just an island. There used to be an old garrison there who took residence, but there was a tragedy one day. They all but disappeared, and 5 years or so after, the hermit settled. I've been shipping supplies back and forth from them ever since.
I see. So
As
no
you guys-
particular reason for the Firewatch. We don't have to worry about a scary dragon or anything.
As far as I know, that was just the name of the garrison who had been here. As you guys approach, is there anything else?
Nope.
That is a big map.
I would like to
Yeah.
roll
Yes, it
perception on
is.
everything.
As you guys approach, a short wooden pier extends out into the water, connected by a path to an open archway near the fortress wall. Excuse me. The pier appears to be in good shape, with wooden pillings rising it well above the high tide line of the rocky beach. The area is deserted. You see no other boats or people in sight. Just the call of gulls, shrieking of crows, and the crashing of waves are the only. Alright, folks, I will be back tomorrow morning.
Alright,
Wait,
thank
what
you.
the hell?
No worries, I'll
Oh,
I'll
sweet.
see you then.
We even get unseen servant coming with us?
No,
Hell
this
yeah.
is a token placeholder for floating disc because I don't
Oh,
have
I gotcha. That's fair.
So he takes his little rowboat and he makes his way back with tidings that tomorrow he'll be back.
Alright, thank you once again.
I did mean to say as well, during the half-hour thing, I accidentally had my mic turned off on my headset. I was just saying that I was letting the Wave Chaser crew know what our plans were and all that. I didn't mean to want to roleplay that at all, so.
No, that's totally cool.
Completely forgotten to tell them.
You guys immediately notice that on the edge of the pier, is several boxes and crates and things that in a barrel that appears to have been dropped off from Razor Hill earlier today.
How many in total are there?
A few. Like, there's, if you look inside them, you see it's just like a bunch of beans and apples, a couple barrels of water, and crates of other supplies. Nothing crazy. But, yeah.
I mean, do you think
How
we should
many-
probably deliver these too?
We could probably grab some of them. Perhaps
I
not
mean, you
all,
just
but
toss them onto my floating disc.
can they all fit on there?
I mean, it can hold up to like
Probably.
500 pounds. Philbit's body's probably.
Yeah,
I
you
mean-
can. There, you
Yeah.
could put it on the disc if you wanted.
Okay.
I paid for this spell. By golly, I'm going to use this spell.
Does anybody else find it odd that they just had a delivery, but they have not bothered to pick it up?
Assuming no one else here is on the island except for a select people, they don't have to worry about people stealing these belongings because they're all sharing some.
I mean,
tiny
sure,
island.
but supplies.
I mean,
Not
given
all of them are going to be good to just have hanging out in the sun.
perhaps
And the
they-
ocean is a powerful force. It does not.
Moonsick would like to take a look at the fortress for any discernible marks that may indicate, something out of the ordinary.
Okay. Would you rather roll a perception, investigation, or survival?
That is a good question. Guess it doesn't make a difference for any of them. I'll say investigation. I'm actively trying to look for something.
Okay.
Yeah.
It appears to be a rundown little hermitage. It's not the highest of quality. Like, you tell, shitty repairs have been made. You glance up on the roof and you see holes that had been patched over with thatch. Yeah, it's just pretty shitty.
And can I roll
not
investigation?
sure.
That one. Oh, that's
You
even
don't even
worse.
see.
You don't even see a fortress.
You don't even see the fortress. You only see the with your back turned, looking out over the
Yep,
ocean.
this
you
is
can
a barrel
just
full of
barely.
apples. Yep.
You can just barely see way off in the distance
The wall
Broken
here.
Bank Island.
Oh.
Yep, this is a barrel full of apples.
This is a barrel full of-
That's what that is. It's a sack full of apples.
What are you
What are you talking about?
Made of farmers, man.
Oh. Do you often talk about that?
Well, since we're here and we have their supplies, I suppose, should we go up and see if anybody's home?
I mean, I think we should.
I suppose we'll make our way up the shore, and I suppose it's more of an incline, it looks like. And as we get closer to the fortress, Moonsick just wants to keep his eye out for anything that seems out of the ordinary.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
What the fuck? Why am I rolling so low?
Yeah, I mean, you notice that the beach appears to be pretty dirty. with some variety of just debris that got washed up, but nothing of interest really.
I mean, shall we get going?
Moonzik's already kind of several steps ahead already. Cough, cough.
I'm fully on board with heading towards the spooky, scary fortress.
Alright,
Okay.
I'm done.
Edward just sprints ahead.
Yeah, I take the dash action.
Okay, so
Well, he's enthusiastic.
before we go too far,
Oh my!
is anybody
this
else going to look? Is anybody else going to go look for anything?
Coconuts.
Coconut.
Okay,
I'm going to check the supplies. What has been left? I know it's a little late.
I already explained it to you. There's nothing more that you're going to get from that.
Okay.
Dried beans, apples, water, variety of things.
I'm going to take an apple,
Okay,
and I'm going to eat it on my way there.
wonderful. Wind chime?
Windchime looks around to make sure there's no harpies or monsters.
Go ahead and either roll a survival, perception, or investigation.
Oh my god!
We're all rolling 9s.
I
It's
think we're
only
all
9.
Oops, all nines.
Oops, all nine.
This is...
Yeah, I mean, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary. However,
Ooh.
hold on, I have to get things set up. So sorry.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, guys.
Uh-oh.
However, you roll for initiative. I mean,
You don't see anything out of the ordinary, except you do.
Except, maybe... it is
Music
ordinary.
change.
However, Captain Jack, no!
Pirates of the Menagerie Coast.
Oh god.
It's left.
You
Wait, no, that was the last arc. Whoops.
Yeah.
why do I hear
You-
that one?
Oh, hello!
You all see from off coming from top of the peak here a large creature, a Parrington, fly down, attempting to grab a little late morning snack.
Talking about the dragon!
That's
Roll for initiative!
Roll for initiative.
What's
Oh.
Ugh.
I thought it was a
Motherfucker!
Motherfucker.
I forgot to do it again, my bad. I forgot to do. Oh, it went anyway. Okay, cool.
Wow.
Okay.
Good lord.
Man, we are rolling shit tonight.
I'm not looking forward to
Except for that
this
nat
fight.
20 earlier, right, Rocky?
It's just initiatives. It doesn't matter how low our rolls are on initiative.
No, generally you want casters
What the
to go
fuck are
first,
you
because then you
talking
can hit them with statuses,
Why are
and then
we
all your
fourth
markers
wall
will
breaking?
trample them.
Seeing this creature arc over. Oh, actually, I have a little thing because I'm prepared. A screech splits the silence, punctuated by the beating of great feathered wings, and then it's upon you, a twisted amalgamation of giant eagle and fiendish snake-toothed stag. The blood-red eyes blaze as it stretches its scaled feet that end in wicked talons, grasping for easy prey with ferocious glee. Top of the order, wind chime.
Well,
Get to cover!
What was that thing you were saying last time about my bonus actions, and not being able to do multiple?
So
Oh.
you can only cast one leveled spell per turn. You can cast for your action. You can always cast a cantrip, but if anything requires like a bonus action spell, for example, spiritual weapon,
I just said
that
the
is. One more time.
Yeah, you can't cast a leveled spell, so you can only cast a cantrip or do something else with your action. Right? If you cast a bonus action, same thing goes vice versa, right? If you cast like a leveled spell, you can't cast spiritual weapon. It's a leveled spell.
Okay, well, I want to cast spiritual weapon.
Okay. So you can cast spiritual weapon. We still have that under you. Let me just double check.
I did it.
Okay, where are you placing it? Right in front of the...
Yeah. Is it on the
Okay,
ground?
so- No, it's kind of like hovering above, but you can make your spiritual weapon hover above. Now, do know that casting of spiritual weapon, you cannot make an attack this turn, because it does take your bonus action to cast it.
Okay.
So you still have your action free, so if you wanted to cast a cantrip, you are able.
Ooh. Okay.
Or you could fire it with your crossbow.
I never have luck with my crossbow, so I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Actually, sorry. Spiritual weapon, you are allowed to make an attack as part of casting the spell itself.
Really?
I have
Yeah,
not
it says
been
when you
doing
cast
that.
the spell, you can make a melee spell attack against the creature within 5 feet of the weapon.
Okay, so I haven't been doing that for like months.
Done.
Okay, so yeah, 17 hits. Go ahead and roll for damage for your spiritual weapon.
How do I do that?
You should just be able to
Hit,
click.
click on spiritual weapon
Roll
there
a
on
D8,
the,
I guess.
in the
You
chat.
just roll a D8.
Yeah, just click on your where it
There
says
you go.
spiritual weapon. There
Hey,
you
max
go. Perfect.
damage.
Hey, max damage.
That's very nice.
Very nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
Hold on, I have to fix this. Give me just a second. I may have messed this up by forgetting to put there. There we go. Is that gonna fix it? Give me just a second. Come on. Come on. Why is that not doing it? That's not what I wanted. I'm sorry, I forgot to put a thing on the top here. So for 10. Oh! As your spiritual weapon, your crab takes its pinchers and pinch, motherfucker. Okay. Alrighty. And you said for your action, you're going to use your cantrips. Your cantrip,
Sacred Flame?
Sacred Flame. That is a saving throw, correct? Oof.
1 radiant.
What's the saving throw?
The what?
12. It's a 12 dex save.
Dex. Thank you.
Hey, oh,
Oh,
It
that's
meets it.
that's one
Um,
hell of a modifier.
Yep. It does. It's very dexterous. Wings, claws, all that fun stuff. Okay. Anemo! Oh, are you gonna move anything for your turn?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm next.
Name.
That's how low people rolled?
Yup.
Yep.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Alright.
No.
Kick its ass, Seabass.
You know,
I'll give you a
know
crit
how
if
it
you want
is.
it.
It is currently hovering at about 10 feet above the ground, so you could, if you ran up to it, you could hit it. If
I
you wanted
could.
to. Yes,
So I'm
it's
gonna
within
run
your
up
range.
to it and hit it.
I'm gonna.
That's what
Are you going-
barbarians do.
Perfect.
Can I like
I'm not
replace
gonna
that
rage
with
yet.
like
Okay.
a nat 20?
You want
You wanna-
to replace
right
my
now
hit
with that?
a nat 20?
Why don't you see
You don't
if
wanna wait
what
until
he rolls
rage?
first?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't do that if he rolls first. That's how.
Okay, that doesn't matter.
Oh.
What do you want to
never
do?
I want to hit it with a greatsword.
Okay, hit it with a greatsword.
It's a crit.
So it
21
wasn't a
hits.
crit. Wait, was it a? No, it was not
Nope.
a crit.
Still a hit,
Go ahead and
though.
roll for damage.
Oh,
I'm not raging.
Oh,
I don't
not
know why it
raging,
says
so-
it's raging.
So it's just 8, right?
But
wait,
it's
so I'm
eight.
not replacing it with the 20? Alright, fair enough.
Wonderful. Anything else for your turn?
Wunderbar.
That was cool animation. That's all I'll say. There was a little animation.
Brian.
Hello. I'm going to stay well back of this very scary creature. I'm just going to make sure I am still within range. Oh yes, I am within the range. Very scary creature. I am actually going to head
I'm
this
ahead.
way. Um. Yeah, I'ma just head right there. Oh, actually. Yeah. Before I move. So right while I'm still here, I'm going to use my tentacle creature. Or not creature, but I'm going to use Pact of the Tentacle of the Deep. So it's going to sprout right next to our very scary thing alongside the crab. Like, I want it right here.
Okay.
And it will make a tentacle attack. Can I select the token?
I'm make it so that you can right now.
Awesome.
There you go. You have access.
Okay. I just fucked up my map. Give me a second. Okay. It doesn't have the attack in it. So it's going to roll to attack. We're going to use the Eldritch Blast like last time. For the hit. 15 to
hits.
hit. Okay.
15 hits.
1d6 plus 5. That hits for 7 damage. Then I will cast Eldritch Blast proper.
Okay, 12 misses.
Okay. And then I will move that space I was saying I wanted to move. Right back here.
Okay.
As far away from the big scary creature as I can be while still being in range.
Now the Rasp's turn. It is going to make an attack on a Nemo. It's going to gore you. The 13 hit.
Nemo?
No, a 13 would not hit. Wait, hold up.
It's going to use its
Hold up.
multi-attack for talons.
Yeah.
For a 9. I assume that misses as well.
That also misses, yep.
Okay, and then it is going to fly right about here. It does not take any opportunity attacks when it flies out of your reach. So it flies up and down, and that's still within its flyer zone. So you're good.
And
Oh,
it's
it's got flyby.
still 10
That's not
feet
good.
above the ground.
Yeah, it's still hovering above.
Okay.
And again, it's just within your range if you are near it. Just flying up, just barely above you.
Alright.
It is Edward's turn.
Alright, so moving through this periton doesn't trigger opportunity attacks because I'm not within melee reach of it, right?
You are within melee reach of it.
Okay, so as long as I don't leave the reach, I'm fine, right?
Correct.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna cast Silent Image. I'm gonna make a giant tomb of earth and like stone, like solid stone, swallow all of us up from the ground. And this is an illusion, so you know, if it can spend an action to make an investigation check against it and see through the illusion. Right?
Can you please pop that in chat?
Alrighty. That's what it is. So it's a 15-foot cube centered around me right here, right? That should capture all of, you know, Wind Chime, Moonsick, and the floating dead, as well as me, right?
60 feet.
Okay. Yeah. So what are you making the image of?
Okay, I'm making an image of a giant stone tomb swallowing all of us up and, you know, creating a giant, like, you know, boulder around us. And hopefully it won't attack us if we're not within its sight and in a giant stone tomb. That's my turn.
Alrighty, Moonsick.
Do we witness this as well?
You can see what's going on around you. It is illusionary, but because you're inside of it, I would say you do know that it is illusionary.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, hopefully it won't get us here, and it'll fly away.
I'm going to take ready action with a short bow and aim at one of its wings. Should it try to get through the illusory barrier, I'm going to fire an arrow directly at its wing.
Okay. Wind Chime.
I'm gonna get out my crossbow. And shoot at it.
Okay, 15 hits. 15 hits.
4.
So from the rock comes a bolt sneaking through, hitting it in the I should say.
Also, why does the rasp have a blue? Never mind.
Oh, right, he had a blue rasp because it's minus 10 feet.
That's right, because it's a tentacle. That's right.
Yeah.
Anything else for your turn?
I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon towards it. And then if it can attack, it will.
I believe that is a bonus action to move, so it cannot hit it.
Okay.
What?
It's a bonus action to move it. It's a let me just hold on. It's a bonus action to move. This is.
And repeat the attack if the creature is within 5 feet. You can move it and then attack.
How have I been running spiritual weapon wrong this entire time?
Emily?
I've
the part that confused me is you did that all the time. You would move it and attack it.
Yep.
I would?
Yeah, and I'd play around it by moving my creatures 30 feet away from the 20-foot movement speed, which is why you probably felt like it never got to attack.
Maybe. Okay, either way, go ahead and...
Do I just
roll the hit?
Spiritual weapon again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay, that 19 hits.
Nice.
Ooh, almost max damage.
Nice.
Look at Wind Chime getting the damage off on this thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Alrighty. I assume you're staying in there?
Yeah.
It is Anemo's turn.
Indeed it is. Is anybody like too high for me to hit right now?
No, it is not too high for you to hit. You could walk. You could run up to it.
It always has the ability to. I'm having trouble because technically my character can fly, but I'm not sure it's worth it.
It's not worth it right now.
Yeah. So instead of doing that, I'll do what I did last time and go up to it and smack it with a greatsword.
Can I
Smack him
replace
with
it
that
with a
great
crit this
sword.
time?
He's technically still not raging, so it's up to you.
Raging doesn't do anything against a crit. Like, it's not rolling dice, so you're not
I
Oh,
rolling
understand.
that's
I was just asking. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Oh,
Like-
10 wouldn't hit, would it?
I mean, I'm replacing it with a crit. It hits, and it's double your dice.
Oh,
Okay,
you are
so go ahead
replacing
and-
the crit?
Yeah.
So roll another.
Go ahead. You can roll 2d6.
Okay.
4d6, it's a great sword.
I understand, but he already rolled 2d6, so he's getting an additional 2d6.
Oh, okay.
Okay, sure. Why not? Let me go here. Another 2d6. So that'll be
Six?
6. Plus 9.
Okay. Okay.
69.
Oof. You see that hits and it hurts as you swing your great sword and it catches and clips its one of its legs. Okay. Brian?
Hey, I am going to first off move my tentacle in range. Does my tentacle have the reach to reach up and smack it on its toes?
It is still within that range, yes.
Okay. Then we're going to do the same thing as before.
Okay, 18 hit.
11. Nice.
It's not that damage.
It's not that damage, no.
It's not that damage. That would be if I had cast Eldritch Blast, and I'm not.
Okay.
I thought you had another action prepared, or another thing prepared for that.
No, we didn't get to it
Oh, okay.
Nope.
for 10.
Good
Nice.
stuff.
You see, it's as the tentacle goes and it slaps it on the ass.
Stinky.
I
Whips
will
out
Eldritch
handcuffs.
Blast this thing.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
24 hits for 6 damage.
okay.
Alright. And just.
It appears to be wounded by that.
Very nice.
I am still very scared of this creature. And I will follow the sage advice of Monty Python. And run away!
There is some shrubbery over here you could hide in.
Yeah, you can use that as cover.
I will grant me a shrubbery!
Strawberry.
There you go. I don't
I
care
hide
if
in
it's a
the-
tree,
I
it looks
can't
like a
actually
shrubbery.
hide because I don't
No.
have that as I don't have bonus action and I'm not a
You
rogue.
don't have Stalker.
But
It's still,
I entered the shrubbery.
you're still
Okay.
in cover, though.
It is the rasp's turn. It's going to screech. It's going to fly up an additional 20 feet and dive down to attack you, Anemo.
And it will suck ass. Let's go.
And then it is going to use its talon. That one, critical fumble. I'm
Okay,
not
that's a
rolling
little
right.
awkward.
Does that have a modifier on it? No. That's supposed. I'm so sorry. It still. I'm pretty sure it still won't hit because a 12 does not hit, but that should have a modifier. Let me fix that.
I mean, did you roll for damage or did you roll?
It does have a modifier because it's a nat 1 and that was nat 1 plus 4. was
No,
it
for
not?
the first one. For the first one.
The dive attack was made.
I see.
Yeah, it should have that. It's my fault because I manually have to do all of them. So, that is a. It's a +4. Okay. That should be fixed now. Stop it. Okay. And then it fumbles. Let me pull up my fumble chart.
Sorry, I was away for a second. Who was it attacking?
Quinn is being attacked.
It
not
attacked.
okay.
It attacked
It,
Quinn, but
it is
failing.
smashing its head into the ground.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically. It bumped.
Let's see. D100. Come on. Seriously, come on.
Come on now.
Come on.
16. Roll a dex check.
Ooh, that's gonna be.
It's rolling a dex check, or is what's going on?
It's rolling a dex check.
Okay.
Actually, excuse me, a dex save. Pardon me.
It's got a high dex modifier, so it shouldn't be that big of an issue for it.
It
Unfortunately,
falls over.
Oh, shit.
Wait, it was in the air.
For 9, it fails.
fuck.
It fails and drops its primary weapon. Unfortunately, it does not have a primary weapon to drop.
It is unarmed.
So it just misses its turn.
Is it
Edward, it is your turn.
Is it on the ground then at this point?
No, it's not on the ground. It's hovering just above your range. Like, think kitty corner up.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay, I'm gonna
You could crawl
whisper.
underneath it, but
Oh, I gotcha.
I'm gonna whisper to the rest of the team, like, try not to make it suspicious though. I know, like, a dex save is probably not the best thing, but this is the only thing that I can attack with that makes it look like it's outside of the, thing. So I'm gonna catapult a rock from the outside of this illusion at him.
Catapult the stump.
okay, it
Yep,
saves.
passes. Alright, that's it.
It is Moonsick's turn.
He after seeing Windchime use her crossbow and Edward saying try not to make anything suspicious, or try not to do anything suspicious that might give it away, he's going to do the same thing again and ready his action, aiming at a wing should it look through the boulder and try and attack one of us or the cargo.
Okay. Alrighty, Windchime.
Well, spiritual weapon's gonna attack again.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Ooh.
It misses. You see, its irritated, growling / squealing voice. It dodges just deftly out of the way of your crab. Its pinchers.
I love the fact that our spiritual weapon is a crab so much.
That's a crab apple.
Yes,
Windchime crab apple.
I know, and I love it so much.
What'd you say?
It's literally made out of apple.
I love it so much.
Anything for your action?
I'm gonna look at Edward and be like, "Are you sure? I have my crossbow ready right now."
I'm gonna nod my head.
Nod.
I'm gonna like look over to her and I'm gonna say, just try to do what Moonsick did. Like,
Okay.
whisper.
Yeah.
Ready
Windchime
and
ready to crossbow towards it, but doesn't shoot yet. And that's it.
Anemo.
Yes.
Kick its ass, you ass.
Yes.
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 23
Oh my
hits.
god.
Yes.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh yeah. That's that good shit.
God.
Anything else you're gonna do?
Nah.
Okay. It is Brian's turn.
As she's fucking off in the shrubbery.
Yes. She will poke her head out of the shrubbery. Fire Eldritch Blast first this time, because I don't know. I just decided to.
Oof.
That was so close to a 20.
Nope.
It misses.
Now my tentacle isn't even gonna move, but it's just gonna attack again.
Slap. Ho!
There's
crit.
the 20.
Crit. Okay.
Crit with the
slash.
wrong thing.
Hey,
I
that crit's a
did.
crit.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
And one of them is max damage. Very nice.
The tentacle reaches up and smacks it real hard.
Boom. It cries. A pathetic cry.
Oh.
It is now the Rasp's turn. He's not feeling great. Go ahead and Anemo. The Periton is going to reach at you with its claws and attempt to pick you up. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh shit.
You get advantage, right? Because you're barbed.
They're not gonna.
He's not raging.
They're not raging.
No, you don't need to rage. Just Danger Sense always is active.
Oh, Danger Sense is always active. That's
Always
true.
active.
You have advantage on dexterity saving throws. Always.
Yep, if you're not incapacitated, blinded, or deaf.
Okay, 18 saves. Reaches out to grab you with its claws, and it starts to. Let's see, it's gonna use its flyby as it tries to, which misses you as it starts to fly away. Let's see, it's crying.
Aww. I don't care.
That's the end of its turn, Edward.
Alright, seeing as it is flying away, Edward is going to hold an action to cast Magic Missile against it. If it's, reaches 120 feet away from Edward, that's his turn. He's still gonna stay in the dock.
Remember to move that spell slot.
Okay, 120 feet? Yeah. Actually, no. 120 feet, or if... You know what? Let's reduce that down to 60. You know what? Once it hits these rocks, I guess. Right? Once it, reaches around these rocks, he's gonna Magic Missile it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moonzik?
Moonzik, assuming that the attention's not on the boulder, he is actually going to step out of the illusion and move closer to around here and fire with his short bow, aiming for one of its wings.
Okay.
Short bow attack. Make sure I don't have any advantages or anything on. Nope, it's normal. Good. 19!
Nice. 19. Very good.
Or 24.
24 hits.
Alright. Max damage!
Yep.
God damn.
Good
About
stuff.
time!
Screeches again. It is not looking great as you pierce through one of its wings. It looks like it's hurting really bad.
Is it having any trouble flying or anything?
It's hard to tell. It's moving pretty erratically. Windchime.
Okay, so it's flying away. She's gonna shoot her crossbow.
Okay.
Is that close enough? Are you close enough to hit it?
Or the crossbow, yeah.
Okay. I was just unsure of its range, that's all. Nice!
20.
20 hits.
Oh, for one.
Ooh.
Min damage.
That one really hurt.
It hurt his feelings. That's what it hurt.
And then,
It's still
My-
within range if you wanted to move it up.
spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
Can I move it there?
Yep.
Okay, and she's gonna claw at it.
Bonk. Oof.
10.
A 10 does not hit. Is it?
Oh.
Pinch,
Too
pinch.
slow.
Okay. A Nemo.
Yes. There's. I'll like throw a javelin at him. Where's the javelin?
You got this. Or you don't
10
got
misses.
Nope,
this.
it's him.
I don't
It was-
have this, yo.
Okay. Brian. I assume there's nothing else for your turn. Brian.
Yes. So I just did the measurement. I can just barely make it here. Brian is also going to run forward. 30 feet. And then Brian is going to Eldritch Blast.
That hits. Ooh.
12 damage.
It is at this point in time it is grounded, and with that Eldritch Blast as it pushes it with an oppressive force down to the ground.
And then
It is dying actively.
the tentacle is going to attack it,
That's gonna hit.
and then slash roll 1d6.
You've killed the Perryton.
Nice.
Did any
Nice.
take any damage in that
Nope.
fight?
Nobody took any
anybody
damage in
hurt?
that fight.
That's
That was a very big and scary bird.
Barrington speedrun,
Wow.
no hit run, any percent.
That was 120 HP, guys. Like
Damn.
120 HP.
revivify it and fight it all over again.
No, if you revivify it, it only has 1 HP, and then magic missile will just instant.
Down, grounded. See the bleeding and dead form of the Perryton on the ground. Somebody roll a history check.
Roll a history check. I'm proficient.
Yeah.
17.
You, upon while you were in, did quite a bit of research on just a little bit of research, not a lot. A little bit of research on some of the monsters and creatures around the Menagerie Coast, and Rasp, the Perryton, is an infamous creature named, in fact, named Rasp. It has several lairs scattered across the coast, and it has been frequently been sighted. You know that it is one of the infamous creatures. None who have tried to hunt it have ever returned, and yet here it is, dead at your feet.
What I'm getting from this is that there's a bounty on the Perry.
You don't know of any bounty, but you do know it's a pretty infamous creature.
All right. Do you think we could probably keep the head? I'm sure.
Yeah, we
it
could
might
get
be.
Well, as much as
A
I
ruling question. Do you remember that one that stops decay? Does
Gentle
that work
repose.
on just a head?
I don't see why not.
Gentle repose.
Yeah.
It only lasts
Um,
for like 9 days, though.
I
Yeah, but then you can
Roll.
recast it at the end of it, so you can theoretically keep like
Since
reposed
you're
forever.
looking on trying to loot this thing, go ahead and roll a nature check.
Nature, I am not proficient in, but I still have a +4, so 11.
So an 11. You know that its antlers probably have some sort of value. It has a set of large, branching, bone-like protrusions from the top of its head, similar to a buck. Its antlers are covered in a thin layer of skin with soft fur that, when you touch it, it feels like velvet. The antlers appear to be as strong as steel, and you think maybe with that nature check that they could be used by craftsmen and weapons to create various items. Also, Perryton's, it's a prize. People put that shit up on their wall.
I mean, if you want, we
Um,
can just get of its feathers and probably take its head as a trophy for whoever wants it.
We could probably do that.
I mean,
just gonna move
I'm
my
assuming we
character
could
back to
probably
the
skin
party.
it too. If you've got, good hand-eye coordination, you can skin the fur. Very soft to touch. I'm sure that's probably a prize.
You think with your history check, I'll just let you have it. The antlers are probably worth 25 gold, and about 4 pounds worth of feathers is probably 20.
Wow.
This
We
is
just add that to our inventory.
this is quite the find. I think I remember reading something on this as well.
Moonsick would like to try to skin some of it to take back for sale as well.
You can go ahead and roll a survival or a nature check.
Survival or nature?
We keep the head as a trophy.
You said the feathers were 20?
They're both around the same modifier, so I'm just going to take this as base instinct because I don't think he's done any kind of research on how to skin an animal, let alone a Parrington. So I'm going to roll a survival.
Okay.
Oh, 20.
Okay.
Nice.
So you are skinning this animal, basically getting it for all that it's worth. Here's what you get. You think that the Perryton's blood might have some use, as it is a reddish purple. You could get approximately 3 vials worth if you, or I would
It's a
say
good thing
if
we
you want to
got
use one
jars
of the,
right before
if
we
you want to
came here.
fill up one of the jars, you
Fill
could probably
up?
fill up one of the jars with available blood.
Fill it up.
But so you're able to collect some blood, the feathers, which again is that covered in that lush coat of soft feather, various colors. You think that it could probably be used for like decorations, bedding, arrows, etc. The antlers, which we have talked about, and as you're spending the next half hour or so, because you're pretty good at this with that check. You are also able to collect its heart. It's a red mass of flesh covered in veins. Even dead, the heart seems to be throbbing with magical energy. As you pull it out, it slowly begins to fade. Over the course of the next half hour.
If we gently repose it, does it prevent that from fading?
Well, do we want to
I mean-
gentle repose the heart or the head?
I mean, the whole body and then skin it while you skin it.
I would say that it is just lingering magical energy, so no. I'm not gonna
I mean,
say that.
can I do an
repose
Arcana
would
check to
stop
see
it.
what we can do with it?
Sure.
If there's like any immediate action we can take? 18?
Immediate action. You don't know whether this energy is the result of a long suffered curse or if it's just because the creature is magical in its own creation. It's still up to debate, even with Magzoologist.
What's your major? Oh, zoology. Oh yeah, magical creatures are my vibe too.
Yeah.
Then we have an old man just walking up to this thing and just skinning it like he knows what the hell he's doing.
Yeah.
This is a
You
normal
don't know.
party, guys.
If you think between the two of you, you can gather that it's probably the heart is probably valued at 35, but that it will go bad in 2 days. So you have 2 days, unless you gentle repose it. But as for immediately what effects, you're not 100% sure.
Is there weight to the heart at all?
Yeah, it's 5 pounds.
5 pounds. Okay.
Big heart.
Are you adding all of this to your inventory, Cameron?
Uh,
Because I can add it to my inventory, or you can add it to yours. I only added the jar because I'm the one with the jar.
you said it was worth 30. The heart, or no? You didn't say it was worth
35.
35. GP.
That's market price. You might not be able to get it for that unless you find the right person.
Right. I'm going to take some of it. I know we both have our share of feathers and antlers. You said the antlers were... How much did it weigh for our...
9 pounds for the antlers.
Okay.
9 pounds for the antlers.
And
I'm gonna show the
And for
art to Wincham.
And the feathers was
Sorry.
4 pounds for 20 GP.
For the feathers, yeah, 4 pounds 20.
And the antlers were how much?
25, 9 pounds.
Okay,
And of
got
course, the blood is 1 gold.
What about the fur?
it. 1 gold.
That's the feathers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Um,
the actual skin of it isn't going to be worth anything, and you guys know.
I mean, I'm gonna kind of look over to Wincham. Do you think you could probably preserve this heart? Give it a touch of gentle repose? Sorry if this is a lot to ask. Windchime?
Wait, what? Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at something. What was the question?
I mean, do you think you could probably cast gentle repose on this heart? Probably
Yes,
prevent it
it
from
will
going
take
back.
me 10 minutes to prepare a ritual.
Thank you.
I can start doing that right now.
Very
Thank you.
cool. So while the skinning and of the beast is being done, and in that time, gentle repose being cast.
I will say
Anything else
that
anybody else wants to do?
I will say that I'll give the rasp blood to Edward. Since he's
Put it in one of those jars.
Yeah, since he's
Yeah,
handling the jars.
empty out the seawater, dry it up with fire,
Yeah.
right? Evaporate it, sterilize it. Blood in the jar.
What was it called specifically? Like, how do you spell it? For my
Perryton,
notes?
P-E-R-Y-T-O-N.
I'm just gonna call it rasp. It makes it easier, and I know what this thing is.
Rasp.
You do. I would say with your survival check, you would be able to get some meat off of it if you really wanted.
Perryton meat?
Why not?
Why not?
Okay, let me roll here to see how much.
Rasp meat?
Okay, you produce 6 pieces of meat weighing a total of 24 pounds.
6 pieces of
Can we make
meat,
jerky?
24 pounds.
Unless you treat it, it will expire in 1 day. You can treat it, or you can cure it. You can refrigerate it. But yeah,
Would gentle repose prevent it from rotting? With
The
carb
meat?
crushing?
yes, but you're doing gentle repose on the heart.
Unless cured, will go bad in how long?
1 day,
In 24
We
hours.
could always sell this,
or you could eat it. It's all cool too. You don't think it's gonna poison you?
I mean, we could
Go
probably
bad
just
in
sell it.
24 hours.
I wonder how it would taste.
Well, there's only one way to find out, I suppose.
I mean, if you want, we can take a cut. I can cook it right now.
I have a mess kit.
Market for all of you.
We could also take it up to the hermits along with their cargo and, hold a dinner with it of some sorts. Gain
I know.
trust.
I don't see why not.
I agree with that. But I'm unsure that the hermits are even here.
Well, there's only one way to
I mean-
find out.
I mean, we got to go find them, right? Can I summon Cole and, have him, scout out?
Sure.
Like,
Go ahead and roll a perception check from Cole.
Alright. Cole's
Music.
perception. I'm just gonna roll my
Same as
perception,
yours,
but
yeah.
the modifier is,
You're same.
I was gonna say,
Well, yeah, as he flies about, he doesn't see anything of note. Nothing that you guys haven't already established.
Moonzik, being closer than last time, would like to scan the building as well for any other signs of life or lack thereof, or any notable damage or anything like that with investigation.
Okay, go ahead and do so.
not
Motherfucker.
3.
Nothing of note.
Okay.
I mean, do you think we should probably just go in?
You notice that there are no windows on the first floor of the fortress. There you go. That's easy enough.
Well,
Which Cole and you both notice.
yeah. I don't know. I don't see any signs of anyone being here, but I also don't see any signs of this place being particularly abandoned.
Well, I mean, it's a
Do you
big,
think we should probably
scary...
go in? Do you think that these people are even? Do you think there are even people in here? Do you think? there might
Hello?
No
Anyone there?
response.
Hermits,
No.
are you there?
Silence.
Yeah, I think
we should probably go in.
everyone's home.
Do you want to take a little break first, or do we just want to head in directly?
We
I don't
have
think
to,
anybody got hit. I mean, fuck.
I mean, I just want my spell slots
I was
back.
gonna say we can take
Or you can wait.
we could take a short rest as well as take a break, since we've almost been recording for 2 hours.
Yeah,
This is
that's
true.
We could. And for once, I don't have to eat, because I've already eaten.
Yeah. I think our warlock and wizard can stand to take a short rest.
Alrighty, sounds like a plan. So you'll go ahead and take a short rest after that quick encounter, and then
I didn't
we will take a
use...
break.
All I used was one of my 2 charges of my tentacle. I didn't even use that much.
Alrighty, we'll come back here. And how does 20 minutes sound for everybody?
Sounds good.
Yep.
So
Sounds
at
good.
32 then.
We'll see you
Alrighty.
then.
All right. This will
I'm
conclude
hungry.
part
I'm gonna
1.
get some
We
food.
will see you all for part 2. Stay tuned.